How's it going, everyone? I'm here with my very first video of 2015. The New Year's has happened. New Year's, it's about a few days later after 2015 happened, New Year's. And I'm very excited. I'm here to kick off my 2015 year of videos with my first ever New Japan review of New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 9 in Tokyo Dome that was presented by Global Force Wrestling for the very first time. New Japan had a pay-per-view in the United States. Thanks to Jarrett and Global Force Wrestling to presenting it. Not only did they broadcast it live in America, but they actually brought in Jim Ross and Matt Striker to call the show, which is awesome. Nothing wrong with listening to English commentary. Well, at least for me. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I always enjoy listening to English commentary because I understand what they're saying, and it's easier for me to understand and easier for me to get into the show, I guess. But that's just me. But yeah, I watched the show last night. I know it started very late. If you live on the East Coast, it started at 2 a.m. But if you live on the West Coast like myself, it started at 11 p.m. So it was kind of cool because you started the show on Saturday and you went into Sunday morning. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, this is a 4-hour show. This is actually my very first New Japan show I've watched from start to finish. From New Japan, I hear things that goes on. I always hear about the G1 Climax tournament. I always hear about all these shows, but I never really watch it. Not because I don't want to. It's just to me, commentary is a big deal, but it adds for me. So the fact that watching it and listening to commentary, I don't understand. It's hard for me to get into it. I know I can probably just mute it and watch it that way, but it's no fun to listen to absolutely nothing when you're watching it. At least the mad sounds or something. But this is a great opportunity for people like myself to finally get a glimpse into it after hearing all the buzz about it. And my first impression of New Japan was, well, I've seen matches from New Japan. This isn't the very first seeing of it. I've seen matches from random matches I've seen Prince Devitt versus Steve Richards or Best of 3 or just some random matches here and now and then. So I've seen the product, but this is actually my very first time seeing a show from start to finish and getting a full impression of the product. And overall, my first impression was, holy shit, this was a fucking amazing show. Awesome way to kick off 2015. The one bad thing is, once this amazing show, you look at this amazing show and you go, okay, it's either going to take a long time or there's not going to be one show that's going to top this show, because it's almost like it's all downhill from here. So it's like, I might as well start 2016, because 2015, I have a fun time trying to top this show. This was awesome, really enjoyable. You can watch this either on pay-per-view, or you can watch this on New Japan's, what was it called, New World? I forgot exactly what it's called, New Japan's New World, I think, or something like that, similar. It's basically their WWE network. I watched it on pay-per-view, of course, because if you watch it on pay-per-view, you get the English commentary. However, there was a 15-man, I think it was 15-man battle royal on the pre-show. But if you order on pay-per-view, you didn't get the pre-show. It was just exclusive to the New Japan World, their network or whatever. So for those of you who watched it on the network, their network, you saw the battle royal. From what I heard, it was actually a really fun, entertaining battle royal. So I'm kind of disappointed I missed out on that. But you know what? I'll live without it. But we're going to the actual show. By the way, Matt Striker, thank you for Global Force Wrestling, because they're the reason why this was even broadcasted live in America. Very first time New Japan broadcast pay-per-view in America. Jarrett brought in, Jim Ross and Matt Striker to call the action. I thought they did very well, especially Matt Striker. Jarrett and me, I don't think he lived up to the expectation that people thought he'd live up to, but I thought he did fairly well for himself. At first he kind of seemed uncomfortable. You can definitely tell throughout the show he's kind of, easing, opening, getting comfortable throughout the show. So I was kind of let down, but, Jarrett I thought did perfectly fine, and Matt Striker, people either love him or hate him. I'm honestly a fan of him on commentary, so I enjoyed what he was doing. So I thought they did a good job. But yeah, thanks to Global Force Wrestling and Jarrett for providing us with them, as well as providing us with the pay-per-view in America. But we go into the show. By the way, I always hear how New Japan pro wrestling is very big in Japan. I always know it is. It's everywhere in the cities. It's everywhere. But man, I did not know how big it was. They made every match seem very important. The video packages, everything was spectacular. I enjoyed it. Everything about the show, just smooth sailing. It was about almost 4 hours, but honestly, it went by so quick. It went by, and honestly, it seemed like it was like a half an hour show. It really sailed by. But on the main card, we opened up with a 4-way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. reDRagon versus the Time Splitters versus the Young Bucks versus the Forever Hooligans. Awesome opening match here, very fun, not a dull moment in this match. It was just, you didn't get one team tagging just going at it. You just basically had every team intertwining at once, at least, just brawling, and the Young Bucks throwing super kicks out for Super Kick Party. It was a very enjoyable, 4-way tag team title match. Very fun, great way to start the show. Wish I got more time. Only got about 10 minutes, but you know what? Time isn't an issue. The match is still great regardless. reDRagon retained with chasing the dragon on Alex Kozlov. So great opening match there. Very, very enjoyable. Next, we go on to a 6-man tag team match, which was Jeff Jarrett, Balak Fale, and Yujiro. By the way, I'm horribly gonna butcher probably the majority of these Japanese names. Their last names are easy to pronounce, so I'll probably just call them by their last names, but chances are I still butcher majority of them, so I apologize in advance. Versus Tenzan, Kojima, and Honma. Sorry, like I said, I'm just going to butcher these names. Whatever, 6-man tag here, nothing special, you didn't see anything too good. I'm not sure if it was Tenzan or Honma. One of them was, I don't, like I said, it's my first really New Japan show, so I'm not really familiar with all the wrestlers. But one of them kept doing a headbutting thing where it was he was kind of like Santino in the match, so I thought it was pretty hilarious. But, nothing special in this match. Jeff Jarrett, the only spot that really happened was Jeff Jarrett accidentally hit Yujiro, is that his name? Yujiro, whatever his name is, he accidentally hit him with a guitar over the head, and I think it was Honma got the pinfall for the victory, so it was nothing special. It was a little, quick 6-man tag there. Then we go on to an 8-man tag team match as well, which was featured Pro Wrestling Noah talent. It was actually TDMK, Marufuji, who I'm familiar with, so I know him, and Yano versus Davey Boy Smith Jr., and Lance Archer, Shelton Benjamin, and Iizuka. This was, whatever 8-man tag here. Very short as well. Nothing really too special happened. I think this really just showcased the Pro Wrestling Noah talent. So nothing special here, but Marufuji got the pinfall victory for his team. So yeah, nothing special there. Then we go on. The rest of the card here, for my opinion, is just fucking awesome. We go on to a knockout or submission match. You had Suzuki versus Sakuraba, I'm sorry, which was an awesome match here. This was basically an MMA style match. They didn't wear boots, they didn't wear anything. They're basically just MMA fighting, and it was spectacular. This was an awesome match. They just beat the holy hell out of each other. They even went to the ramp and just, arm bars and just, trying to KO each other, getting counted out. It was one hell of a brawl. It was one hell of a fight, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was different because, it was an MMA match basically, and and I'm a pro wrestling show. You don't see that very often, at least for me. So that that added to the show. That made the match stand out. I thought it was good, but Suzuki ended up making Sakuraba. He choked him out with a rear naked choke. So Suzuki got the win. Then we go on to the Never Openweight Championship. We had Ishii defending against Makaba. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm going to butcher these names, I'm horrible. Now this was a brawl. They beat the holy hell out of each other. Stiff jabs, everything. I thought they're going to absolutely kill each other. It was absolutely insane. It was an awesome match. I was marking it out. They were really just laying it in. They were going at it, and I absolutely loved every second of it. Awesome match here. Probably the stiffest match on the card. Just, if you love two guys beating the hell out of each other, you're going to love this match. It was absolutely awesome. Fantastic match here. Just the stiffs, the jabs. They're two huge guys, and they're going to the top rope and throwing each other to the top rope like they're nothing. Awesome match here. And Ishii actually ended up beating him for the title, so he actually ended up becoming the new champion. That was kind of a shock there for me. Didn't really expect it to happen. But just an awesome match. Very enjoyable. From there, we're going to the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. We had Taguchi versus Kenny Omega, this match was good, but, I think it was just whatever. I mean, it was still very good, but nothing really stood out in this match, I thought. Kenny Omega looked like he just joined the T-Birds from Greece, and Taguchi basically looking like Eddie Guerrero. I couldn't help but think of just Eddie Guerrero the entire match, because he had the tights, he had basically, somewhat of the haircut, the mustache. He looked dead on like a Guerrero. It was kind of hard not to think that, but match was good. The Young Bucks got involved, and the Young Bucks was pretty entertaining on the outside. So it was a fairly good match, but I don't think anything really special or really big happened here. But Kenny Omega ended up getting the victory and becoming the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. So that was kind of cool. So solid match there. Then we go on to the IWGP Tag Team Championships. We had Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson defending against Goto and Shibata, whatever. Good match here. I thought it was fairly good. I think with some of these matches, the time really kind of like, I don't want to say ruined it, but like I think the matches could have been so much more if we got much more time. Some of these matches got like 5 to 10 minutes. If they would have went, at least 15, I thought these matches could have been, a little bit better, but they were still great for what they were. We got a solid tag team match here, enjoyable. Goto and Shibata ended up getting the victory at the end on to dethrone the Bullet Club. Bullet Club were champions for, I think, just over a year or just about a year. So, they finally dethroned the champions, and, it was a good moment. They were childhood friends, grew up together in the business, and, finally became tag team champions. So, great moment for them. Awesome stuff. And then we go on to AJ Styles versus Naito, which was an awesome match here. I know the entire match, everyone was like scared, thinking AJ Styles was going to break his neck, but they put on an awesome match. You had tornado DDTs, you had a awesome forearm from AJ Styles, springboard forearm, which I love that move, by the way. It's simple, but I love it. AJ made it look great. Bloody Sunday, which I'm a mark for. I love that move, even though it's a simple, pretty much like a brain buster, but hey, it's an awesome move. So just an awesome match here. AJ looked great, I thought. I think they're building him back to contention to a IWGP heavyweight title match. So it looks like he's going back to contention there. But very enjoyable. Ending was awesome. AJ is on the second rope. Naito tried to, I think, give him a hurricanrana. AJ caught him, hit a Styles Clash from the second rope. Beautifully executed, by the way. By the way, I think it was this match. Naito hit a beautiful, might have been the next match. I don't remember what match, but I'm not even going to mention it because I don't want to confuse the matches. But AJ Styles hit a beautiful Styles Clash from second rope to get the victory. Just a very solid match. Awesome stuff here. And then we go on to the best, the last two matches are the must-see matches of the show. Simply fucking amazing. You had the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, Nakamura versus Ibushi, which, in my opinion, is match of the night. I fucking love this match. Nakamura, I've seen some of his matches, and I thought he was great, but honestly, this proved to me how amazing he was. Absolutely awesome match here. These next two matches, this match is in the main event, I can't even fathom how awesome they were. Just they're matches you have to see, to the little things where, Ibushi was mocking Nakamura, and Nakamura's, getting pissed off and doing it. It was just an amazing match. Definitely 5 stars. And I usually don't say that often. I don't sit here and say matches are this, and that. But this was definitely 5 stars in my opinion. This was just amazing match. Nakamura ended up getting the victory to retain the title. Just a fucking amazing match. As well as the main event, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Tanahashi versus Okada. Amazing match. 5 stars as well. 2 back-to-back 5-star matches in my opinion. These two put on an excellent match here to just the storytelling, the little things, just, kicking out when he thought it was over. Tanahashi hitting, a tombstone and, multiple frog splashes and Okada kicking out. And, to the point where when Tanahashi finally got the victory, Tanahashi hit the frog splash for the win, which, by the way, I was surprised by. I was actually expecting Okada to win the title back, but hey, I guess it was good Tanahashi retained because I wasn't expecting that. The match ended, Okada was crying because he just lost the match. He lost the title, and, that could have been his last chance. So he doesn't know wins any other shot. So it proved to me that wins and losses matter in Japan. Okada is crying because he just lost the title match, the main event, the biggest show. So that little things like that just, really touched me, saying this is important because when if he's doing that, this must mean a lot. So 2 amazing matches. Definitely check out those 2. Tanahashi had some fun after the match as well. He cut a promo, and then he had some fun in the ring until the show ended. So just amazing fucking show. Awesome way to kick off 2015, but also a bad way because now you're gonna hope you know, whenever you watch wrestling, I'm not gonna sit here and say you're gonna hope every show is gonna be better than that, but it's kind of like it's just going downhill. You know, it's not, you know, up to the level where that was. So if you didn't watch it, please watch the replay, or, you know, watch it somewhere. It's definitely worth the money. Buy the pay-per-view. It's definitely worth the money. You know, it's definitely worth the 35 or 45 bucks, depending if you watch it in standard or HD. It's definitely worth it. Or, you know, go on New Japan World. From what I hear, it's only $9 a month for New Japan World. You can watch the pay-per-view on there and watch other shit as well. So definitely go watch the show. Go out of your way to see it. Amazing stuff. Looking forward to 2015. Should be a great year. And thank you guys for watching this video. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Let's hope for a great year.